All right, here we go. So let's take a look to see what happened in the markets today. And today is Tuesday, March 30th, and we're trying to do this in 5 minutes or less. Well, stocks finished slightly lower today ahead of the reveal of President Biden's infrastructure plan. And let's take a quick look at the indices here. So here we see the Dow Jones, and as you can see, the Dow slightly down 0.3% after making new all-time highs yesterday, the 17th record in a row. So anyhow, today pulling a little bit back. And what else? S&P 500 here also down 0.3%. And the NASDAQ, the weakest of the three, it was 0.5% lower. So what happened today? Well, not much. You see, when we started trading this morning, traders were waiting on more news from the so-called margin call fallout. And as I explained yesterday, a major investment firm received margin calls and had to liquidate $30 billion in stocks. And so the banks that were affected by this was Credit Suisse and Nomura Holdings. And as you can see, Credit Suisse plummeted yesterday and still down today, 3.5%. Nomura Holdings the same after plummeting yesterday, still down today, 2.2%, because they admitted that they will experience billion-dollar losses because of this fallout. And traders were anxious to see if any other companies were tangled up in this mess. But it seems that nobody else is impacted, or at least thus far, they're not admitting it. Actually, Wells Fargo today finished higher, as you can see, up 2.5% after they said that they were not affected by this. So they rallied 2.5%. Now, what else was going on today? Well, consumer confidence was released earlier this morning. And as you can see, consumer confidence came in much, much better than expected. So it jumped to 109.7. This is the highest reading in a year. See, the reading was 90.4 in February, and analysts were expecting a reading of 96.9 in March. So when it came in this morning at 109.7, it was great news, right? So, but you see, traders overall are just looking right now at the flavor of the day. And today, the flavor of the day was again the 10-year yield. It was in focus today. So as you can see, this is what traders were focusing on, because earlier today, the 10-year yield, as you can see here, was rising to levels that we last saw in January 2020. And traders were worried about inflation again, especially since tomorrow President Biden will reveal his infrastructure plan, which will cost anywhere between $3 and $4 trillion. But I mean, to be honest, the yield was just an excuse today because it was already rising over the past few days. And as you know, yesterday and also on Friday, the Dow made new all-time highs. So, I mean, what's going on long-term short? There's really nothing moving the markets right now. And the yield is just being used as an excuse why the markets were slightly lower today. So let's take a look at a few individual stocks, jumping back here onto the iPad. And so today, pretty interesting. VIAC and Discovery both recovered nicely today. So here we have VIAC. You see, they were affected by this $30 billion liquidation that was going on. So as you can see, they plummeted, bouncing back a little bit today, up 3.5%. Seems that some investors are stepping in and they are buying the dip. And hey, look who is back from the dead. After being down for the past 2 weeks, Tesla finally had a good day after we were going down, down, down. Today, Tesla was up 3.98%, almost 4% higher. We also got some news today from GameStop. Yes, GameStop, it's like Cobra Kai. GameStop never dies, right? So today it was up 7.26% after they announced that former Amazon executive Elliot Wilke will have the role of the Chief Growth Officer effective April 5th. Now, I honestly have no idea what a Chief Growth Officer does, but it seems that traders liked it because, GameStop finished slightly higher here, 7.6%. I mean, usually I would say it's a lot, but for GameStop, this wild puppy here, it's basically nothing. Now, as a reminder, this week will be a short trading week because markets will be closed in observance of Good Friday. So we only have 2 more days on Wednesday and Thursday. But the March jobs report is still scheduled to be released on Friday, as you can see. So, and tomorrow, then traders will pay very close attention to news from the White House because President Biden is expected to unveil his infrastructure plan on Wednesday. That's tomorrow, and the plan is expected to invest more than $3 trillion in infrastructure. And since it's a short trading week, traders will choose the flavor of the day. So tomorrow, the focus might be on the infrastructure plan, or news from the coronavirus front, or maybe it will be the yield again. Who knows? This is what I always say. Trade what you see and not what you think. Anyhow, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.